Attention passionate Green Bay Packers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Green Bay Packers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Green Bay Packers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Green Bay Packers fans. Let's get to the news now. Guys, buckle up because what I'm about to tell you is nothing short of explosive. Rumors swirling around, and those rumors are coming from none other than Ian Rappaport, one of the most trusted sources when it comes to NFL whispers, suggest that the Green Bay Packers are orchestrating something huge. And no, it's not just a minor trade or a minor roster move. This is a potential blockbuster that could reshape the entire NFC North and significantly boost the Packers' chances of returning to the Super Bowl. So, let's set the scene. The Packers, sitting comfortably at 4-2, have been quietly building something solid this season. Their pass rush, which has been a key component of their success, has been hitting around 2.9 sacks per game. That's decent, but they've been looking to turn up the heat even more, especially after losing Lucas Van Ness to a foot injury. Van Ness, who's been a real rising star for Green Bay, is now sidelined for about 5 weeks, which is a big blow to their defensive front. Any fan who's been paying attention knows how disruptive Van Ness can be, especially with his power and quickness off the edge. Now, with him out, the Packers need to find a way to keep that pressure on opposing quarterbacks. And that's where it gets interesting. According to the rumors, the Packers are eyeing Max Crosby, one of the most feared pass rushers in the league, currently with the Las Vegas Raiders. Crosby has been an absolute force since he entered the league, earning multiple All-Pro honors. He's a guy who can change the game single-handedly with his relentless pursuit of the quarterback. The Raiders, meanwhile, are in a tough spot. They're sitting at 1-5, and their defense has been allowing an alarming 4-5 sacks per game, which is not what you want from a team trying to contend. They're also strapped for cap space, about $18 million, and are looking to make moves that can help rebuild their roster. Now, the proposed trade, it's quite significant. The Packers would give up a first-round pick in the 2026 draft, conditioned based on Crosby's performance, plus a reserve linebacker. In return, they get Crosby, who can immediately become a game-changer for their pass rush. For the Raiders, this is also about cap relief. By trading Crosby, they free up around $20 million in cap space, which they desperately need to pursue extensions for players like Christian Wilkins and to help stabilize their roster. But why would the Packers go all in on Crosby? Well, beyond the obvious talent, it's about the impact he can have on the team's entire defense. Crosby has been a 3-time All-Pro since 2019, and in 2025 he's been putting up monster numbers, 7 sacks and 40 pressures in just 6 games. His PFF grade is an elite 92.6, placing him among the top edge rushers in the league. His pass rush win rate of 24% and his ability to generate QB hits, averaging 2.4 per game, make him a nightmare for any offensive line. And let's talk about his career for a moment because it's really impressive. Crosby has accumulated 68 sacks, 16 forced fumbles, and over 380 tackles. His PFF grade throughout his career averages at an outstanding 91.4, and his expected points added per rush is a healthy +3. 2. He's also a player who excels in bull rushes, leveraging his power to push offensive linemen backward and collapse the pocket. His injury history is minimal this year, no injuries so far in 2025, and even though he had a minor ankle issue last year that limited him to 14 games, he's been healthy and dominant now. Now, think about how he would fit into the Packers' defense. Green Bay has been building a solid unit, especially along the edges with Rashan Gary, who has been very productive with 4.8 sacks in 2025. But Crosby's addition would be like pouring gasoline on a fire. His relentless style and ability to generate pressure could elevate the entire pass rush, increasing the pressure rate from around 30% to nearly 48%. That's a massive jump. Pair him with Gary, and suddenly you've got a duo that opposing offenses will have nightmares about, with both players constantly disrupting the backfield. Their combined presence would not only increase sacks, but also force quarterbacks into hurried throws, leading to more turnovers and more opportunities for the Packers' defense to shine. And it's not just about the immediate impact. Crosby's presence would also have a psychological effect. His reputation as a relentless force would make opposing quarterbacks think twice before dropping back comfortably in the pocket. His ability to generate hurried throws and hits on the QB, averaging 2-4 per game, would create more turnovers and mistakes. For Jordan Love, this means fewer scrambles and more time to execute the plays he's comfortable with. His completion percentage, which has hovered around 54%, could see a boost thanks to a more stable pocket and less pressure from opposing defenses. Of course, the potential trade also signals something about the Raiders' direction. They're clearly in a rebuild mode, trying to shed cap and acquire draft picks. Their defense, which is allowing over 31 points per game, desperately needs an overhaul. Trading Crosby, a player who's been a cornerstone since 2019, indicates they're prioritizing cap space and future assets over immediate success. They're betting on their draft picks and younger players developing, especially along the offensive line, which is allowing 4-5 sacks per game, a number that's clearly not sustainable if they want to turn things around. From the Packers' perspective, this move could be a game changer. Imagine Crosby's impact, adding around 4 sacks per game, boosting the pressure rate, and creating chaos for opposing offenses. It's like turning their defense into a relentless machine that opponents will struggle to contain. Plus, it's worth noting that Crosby, with his +4.6 career WAR, is a player who can change the dynamics of a game and elevate a team's chances of making a deep playoff run. His presence alone would increase the Packers' chances of contending for the NFC title, especially as they look to solidify their defense ahead of the postseason. Now, let's talk about the odds. According to FanDuel, the Super Bowl odds for the Packers have jumped from +1,500 to +700 with this potential addition. That's a huge swing, and it reflects how much teams and bettors believe Crosby could be a difference maker. If this trade happens, it's not far-fetched to expect the Packers to be serious contenders, with a projected record of around 13-4, similar to how the Steelers' addition of TJ Watt in 2017 transformed their defense. Crosby's impact could be just as significant, if not more, for Green Bay. This trade could also be a catalyst for a new era in Green Bay. With Van Ness injured, the Packers are counting on players like Rashan Gary and the incoming Crosby to anchor their pass rush. It's a bold move, but one that signals their intent to compete now and for the future. Crosby's relentless style, combined with the talent they already have, makes the Packers a team to watch as the trade deadline approaches. Will they pull the trigger and make it happen? Only time will tell, but if they do, expect a seismic shift in the NFC North landscape. And as we look ahead, the NFL trade deadline is always full of surprises, and this one could be the most impactful yet. The Raiders are clearly looking to rebuild, and the Packers are trying to capitalize on their current momentum. This move, should it come to fruition, would be reminiscent of past blockbuster trades that have defined NFL seasons. Think about how Khalil Mack's trade to the Bears in 2018 changed their defense overnight. That's the kind of impact Crosby could have for Green Bay. It's about not just adding a player, but transforming the entire identity of a team, making them more aggressive, more relentless, and ultimately more dangerous come playoff time. So, fans of the Packers, what do you think about this? Are you excited about the possibility of Crosby donning the green and gold? Do you believe this could be the move that finally pushes them over the top and into the Super Bowl? Or do you think the Raiders are making the right call by trading away a star for future assets? Drop your thoughts and opinions in the comments below because we love hearing from you. Your insights are what make this community great. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with even more updates, analysis, and breaking news about the Green Bay Packers. Stay tuned, stay passionate, and as always, go Pack Go. And now, Green Bay Packers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and the Green Bay Packers. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Green Bay Packers news.